vibration. Show the world what you got to give. Time to raise.
All right, recording has started. Welcome all. We are live on May 8th for Raise Your Vibration Online. Welcome all, and here we are. I've got my host, Gwendolyn Kay, with me. Gwen, if you want to pop up here and say hello.
Hi, everybody. Glad you can make it today. I'm so glad to see everybody. Thank you.
And we have some special guests today. We have Paul Bucky, and we have Cerise Patron, and we have Yuko Halada, who's going to be with us on the call today. She's going to be doing a little breath meditation at the end. And yeah, we do this every Friday to help raise our vibration. As we all know, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. And the intention of this from the beginning, from when we started last year, was to raise our vibration, keep that focus, bring music. Really, music helps raise our vibration even more with inspiration, motivation. So we're excited to have you here. Thanks for taking an hour out on your Friday as usual and being here with us. And we like starting this every Friday with music. So our musical guest, Cerise Patron, is here today. I've seen Cerise multiple times around the Valley of Phoenix, performing at Unity of Phoenix. Her voice is like an angel. So grateful to have her here. Thanks, Luke and Claire, for bringing her here and introducing her to Raise Your Vibration. So, Cerise, take it away.
Thank you. So I'm going to sing a song that I wrote last year called Set Me on Fire. I thought it would be a great way to start to raise our vibration on this meeting today. When life isn't going my way and happiness is hard to fake, oh God, I know there's so much more that I can be, and I'm ready to dive into the deep. Set me on fire, oh God, set me on fire for truth, set me on fire for love, set me on fire for good, set me on fire for peace, set me on fire for joy, set me on fire for life. Set me on fire for more. I want more of you, more of you. The world tries to hold me down, and it's hard to find my ground. Oh God, I hear your voice calling from within, and I'm ready to dance with you again. Set me on fire, oh God, set me on fire for truth, set me on fire for love, set me on fire for good, set me on fire for peace, set me on fire for joy, set me on fire for life, set me on fire for more. I want more of you, more of you. Every dream I've ever dreamed, every life I've ever lived, every lie I've ever believed, every truth I've ever hidden. And every time I've ever feared the power that makes me whole, God, I give it all to you. Set fire to my soul. Every dream I've ever dreamed, every life I've ever lived, and every lie I've ever believed, every truth I've ever hidden, every time I've ever feared the power that makes me whole. Oh, God, I give it all to you. Set fire to my soul. Set me on fire, oh God. Set me on fire for truth. Set me on fire for peace. Set me on fire for good. Set me on fire for love. On fire for joy. Set me on fire for life. Set me on fire for more. Set me on fire, oh God. Set me on fire for truth. Set me on fire for love. Set me on fire for good. Set me on fire for peace. Set me on fire for joy. Set me on fire for life. Set me on fire for more. I want more of you. More of you. I want more of you. More of you. I want more of you. More of you.
That was amazing, and the best way to raise our vibration to get this day going. So thank you, Cerise. Your voice is powerful. Oh my, I look forward to more songs in a little bit. Thank you, thank you. So we are going to introduce Paul Bucky next. There he is, he showed up on the screen. Paul has been a friend of mine and for at least over 25 years now, I think. I was living down in Tucson, and the first thing when I started getting into doing body work and energy work, I found BioTouch. And BioTouch is a powerful light touch technique that Paul Bucky brought into the world. He actually, well, he founded it. He learned it from someone, brought it into the world, and he's the one who really got it out and spread the word. It's changed my life. It really has. It's brought me to where I am today. So I'm grateful for you, Paul. Thank you. Look forward to having, I'm glad you're here and look forward to your wisdom. He's very, very wise in many ways, and he's here to share about, what are you talking about? How to make the most of home during these times. So
yeah, now that we're all fired up here, and I thought I'd do the home thing because I guess one of the next songs is about always home. And so we're all home, and what we wanted to do, I thought I'd build on how to make this home a wholeness or holiness. And the fun thing is going to be, you can do it in 30 seconds. This is not a long drawn out thing, what we call BioTouch. But the funny thing was, I was thinking this morning, getting up early, and I realized I had spent in the 80s many, many years in stay-at-home isolation, on ourselves. We lived out on a piece of property out in Southwest Colorado. We had no running water, no electricity, no power tools, no mailbox. You know, we were in, 40 acres in the midst of thousands of acres all around us. There was nobody. And back in those days, they called it a hippie life. And now it's mainstream. And it just sort of reminded me of the holy jeans, how they're just a big deal now. And those used to just be for hippies. And the big beards that guys are wearing now, those just used to be for hippies. So, I can't wait to see what I'm going to do next, because there are still hippies around. And so those 10 years that I lived out on the land, then I had to move into a little town in Southwest Colorado, 900 people, mostly very conservative community. I got this back problem, this pain down my back, and the whole town was talking about this guy doing healing work. Back in those days, I didn't want anything to do anymore with following any more gurus. And if you were the CIA, FBI, IRS, DR, DOs, I didn't want anything to do with it. Healers, clairvoyants, psychics. But the town of 900 people, mostly Southern Baptists, Mormons, cowboys, and ranchers, were going to this guy outside of town who was doing healing work. The key to this was he was a mining engineer, and he was looking for gold and silver in the old mines. And so after a year of this pain, I drove to this guy's house. He didn't have a telephone. Guy comes out on this embankment, big barrel chest, tight white t-shirt, rolled up sleeves, cigarettes in the sleeve, that groom and clean little dabble-do-you hairdo. And I had the big ponytail and the bushy beard, and I thought, uh-oh, I'm in the wrong place. And sure enough, I wasn't. His name was Norman. He took me up to his house, opened the sliding glass doors, and I was inundated with smoke. I mean, he and his wife were chain smokers, chain coffee drinkers from 6 a.m. until midnight. And I sat down at the table, and I was impressed. I mean, there was no pretense of healing. It was all, soaps were playing on the TV, and it was white bread, meat, cookies, cakes, and the guy was an ex-John Bircher. He loved hunting and killing and animals, everything that was anti-spiritual in my life. But he took me into the bedroom, worked on me. He took these two fingers, which we're going to actually show you how to do it, and he touched me lightly like a butterfly. Actually, if you take those two fingers, take two fingers of one hand and touch yourself lightly on the skin like a butterfly. And if you're with somebody, even better, because BioTouch is about one person touching another lightly on the skin. But otherwise, just take those two fingers, that butterfly-like touch. That's the only amount of pressure that we use to address the body, and address it in such a way that it's, BioTouch is a gift to heal the heart of humanity. That's all there is to it. And 30 years ago, over 30 years, when I met Norman, and my back problem went away, that's another story. But I hung out and I watched people from all over the four corners show up into this little house, no phone. People just show up 3 a.m. in the morning if they had to. And Norman and Carol would take them in the room, work on them, touch them, and people would hang out together. And I saw there was something real common in all of humanity. And I've seen this everywhere I go in the world. Everybody's suffering. Everybody's afraid. And everybody just wants to be loved. That's it. It's really simple. And really, that's our birthright, to be healthy, happy, and loved. And that's the reason I teach BioTouch, because this light touch on the body, addressing the body, actually works at levels that sort of blows me away. And it really came to light when one of the old timers said, Norman and Carol brought love to the Mancos Valley. I was like, the light bulb went off. I went, oh my God, we need to get this technique out to the world. I'd been seeking for decades before, love, guru, and God. And here it was in this little town with people from all over the four corners who otherwise wouldn't talk to each other on the streets. And so that's what I've dedicated my life to, is to bring this application of that love without having to think about it. Howard talked about wisdom that I have. Well, the only wisdom I really have is I know how to drink beer and eat pizza. And that I do really well. And the rest of it, you know, it comes and it goes. I'll have moments of, you know, peace and moments of anger and fear. And what's nice about using BioTouch, especially in the family during this time, you don't have to be anything but a human being. And we're talking about that total human being. You know, we're talking about all of our good traits and our so-called bad traits. Because whether they're good or they're bad doesn't matter, because taking these two fingers and touching another human being can actually help the body correct problems. We'll show you some of the research too, but even science, people like Bruce Lipton and Gary Schwartz, they're all showing that if you change the story with love, the cells will follow, the cells will heal, the body will heal. And when you address the body without trying to change people's mind and thoughts, just accepting them for who they are, things can change. And we're talking about all kinds of diseases that we've worked with, whether it's common cold or a virus that we're all working with, or autism or fibromyalgia. I mean, if there's a disease or a symptom that the body has, BioTouch can address it. But we aren't faith healers. We don't slap you on the forehead. We just give people a little hope. And that's why we wanted to share this today, how to bring a little bit of hope into our homes. Our homes that after now, you know, all this time, it gets a little tense, gets a little confusing, and we're talking about only 30 seconds here. So we did want to just share with you how to do this technique. So it's easy too. If you just go to our website, justtouch.com, you'll be able to learn the technique that I'm actually going to show you here too. And there's ways to download. We have videos, manuals, we have shows that we've done Mondays with Bev and Paul. So it's a real easy way to learn the technique. And so what we want to do is, if you have questions too, just put them in the box there. I'm giving you a big, quick overview of my life, how I got involved, because it's mostly important for me to give you this technique that in 30 seconds, there's actually this moment of aha. And you're going to take these two fingers, and you only, at this particular set of point, only uses one hand. And so all you have to figure out is, are you left-handed or are you right-handed? Okay? Now, remember here, it doesn't matter what state of mind you're in when you work up with someone. The most consistently effective way is to touch another human being. If you don't have someone there, you can always just picture them and then picture them working on you. And so you want to take this dominant hand, the first two fingers, and you're going to touch on a series of points that we're going to show you here. We call it the greeting, okay? And if you want to find that on yourself, you take those two fingers and feel that breastbone in the middle of your chest there, and go to where it gets soft, just below that breastbone. And you want to touch what looks like number 1 there. And we're going to hold that point lightly like a butterfly for 6 to 8 seconds. And then you're going to take that same hand, and you see that point 2. If you lean your head forward, there's a big bone at the bottom of the neck that pops out. And if you go just to the left of that big bone, about 1 inch to 1.5 inches, that's the point 2. So 6 to 8 seconds at point 1 and 6 to 8 seconds at point 2. That's what we call the greeting, okay? The greeting is the key to the system. We have a 21-day challenge that we try to give people where just do the greeting every day for 21 days. And we know, I mean, I've been doing this for over 30 years, things will start changing. If not, you know, and what's nice about it is I don't have to be in that good mood. I could be all antsy. I could be thinking about what's for dinner. But we know that if you just reach out and touch another human being, or again, if you're completely alone, think about touching somebody and then have them think about touching you. That's only 30 seconds. 30 seconds, and we know that healing can begin happening After that, there are a series of other sets of points that can address anything in the body. We have a lung set, an eye set, ears, sinus, blood pressure, infection, allergies. We can work with arthritis, local things, back problems. So, I mean, there's nothing that we can't address, but we always do that greeting. And then after that, if you have somebody that just has a local pain or just stress and anxiety, just take 2 fingers in the front of the head and take the other 2 fingers and just touch at the base of the skull in the back. And just doing that A&A, what we call A&A on the headset, works on our whole system. There are other points with the headset. It's real easy to learn it. We have a manual, we have a video, links to it. Just go to our website, justtouch.com. If you want to know more of my life too, there's a book out about that. It's a real fun read. But what's important that people really might want to know, and we do have the time to show it, is we did some research, major research with Gary Schwartz at the University of Arizona, with Kenneth Stevenson at University of Tyler, Texas. We did some at Oklahoma at a nursing school. And what Kenneth Stevenson found out, who did saliva testing and blood spot testing for hormones, she created what she calls a stress chart. And if you notice, everything on the upper part of this chart are all the stresses in our life. And of course, now we have to put coronavirus in there, but we have emotions, childhood trauma, social economics, prescription drugs, gene. The whole idea of gene stressors is real interesting nowadays because we actually carry stress from our ancestors. I myself am a first generation from Holocaust survivors in Germany, and a first generation American born. And so I carried that stress, which is why I really think in this lifetime, at 5 years old, I was wishing everybody could be happy and healthy. And then I found BioTouch, which gives me the means to give that to all people, regardless of belief system, regardless of philosophy, regardless of politics. BioTouch works with anybody if you're a human being on the planet. And what all these stressors create is an accelerated aging pathway and chronic stress, which of course we know now is an immune dysregulation and a cortisol dysregulation. So, you know, when we should be relaxing, we're all tense. When we should be falling asleep, you know, the mind's buzzing, and when we get up, we're still stressed. Those create in us dementia, cardiovascular diseases, infections, benign tumors, mood disorders, obesity, all those things that we're finding, including this virus, could be lumped into that. She found if you put BioTouch into that stress cycle, that you actually improve the circadian rhythms, and you increase what's called interleukin-12, which is an immune system function, so you boost the immune system. If this is all BioTouch does, you know, we're already ahead of the game. And we're not talking about a lot of time. We're not talking about, you know, having to, you know, even sit and quiet your mind to do this. You can just do, you can do it in front of the TV set. You can do it, you know, over dinner. You can do it before you go to sleep. You can do it when you get up. You can do it, you know, I work with some parents who had to follow their kids around, especially during this time. It's like just to get the greeting in so they would stop for a moment and look their parents in the eye. So the nice thing is it's a fun technique. It's fun, it's simple, and it's incredibly effective. And our only job in the foundation is to freely give it away. We have classes online. We have ways that you can just teach. It's very easy to self-teach it. And again, the nice thing to remember is you don't have to put yourself into a certain state of mind. Like I tell the teenagers, even jerks can do it. And I've proven it because I'm one of the bigger jerks on the planet. And I'm also a kind, loving guy. But, you know, that's the nice thing about it. And so it's also very Western technique. People always said, well, where'd Norman get it? I don't know. He just remembered something that we've been told it's actually an ancient Egyptian healing technique that's, you know, 60,000 years old. I don't know. I don't know where it came from. I don't know why it's effective. The data is coming in, but I do know that it is effective, and it is effective now. And each of you out there can be effective with it. And it will really help bring that wholeness into the home. It really will. It will just help everybody just live in that birthright to be healthy, happy, and loved. So we want to leave a little time, I guess, for questions here too. Yeah, Howard?
Most definitely, Paul. Thank you. And I want to emphasize the part about the nonprofit, which was what from the beginning just amazed me. They're centered down in Tucson where people go. There's like 3 rooms. There's volunteer staff. People come in and get treated, get BioTouch, 20, 30-minute sessions, all on donation. And it's the only technique that I've ever found that is 100% nonprofit volunteers. So that impressed me in the beginning. And then, you know, just to get this out to the world, so many people are out there trying to make money on healing techniques and everything, which is fine. BioTouch has kept the authenticity and the heart, and I've just loved it. So thank you again. So anyone out there, you said Paul posted the website, and it's also on the chat. It's going to be on our website, which is raiseyourvibrationevent.com. All the information for all the presenters as well as musicians is on the website. You can always go there, as well as seeing all the past recordings. So they're all there as well. So cool. So any questions for Paul? We're going to open it up. If you want to unmute yourself, please ask some questions. We're all good?
Okay, they all got it. So we expect you all to go home and try it.
Paul, this is Claire. I just want to know, hi everyone. So when you say like a butterfly, you want to barely feel the fingers touching, is that right?
Yeah, that's all it is. There's no manipulation. You don't, you know, and you're not trying to move energy or you know, try to figure out what needs that the body needs. Yeah, it's just lightly placing that body. If you see an indentation, you're too hard. And if you're drawing blood, you're way too hard.
And then when your thoughts around all of this are just unconditional, is that it? You don't have any expectation?
No expectation, no intention, no projection. No, you don't have to focus on love because we already are that. And so if we just get out of the way, and that's what BioTouch lets us, that's why it's interesting that it came from this, you know, smoking, coffee drinking, meat eating, ex-Navy guy, you know, to bring it back to humanity, which is we're all okay. Okay. We're all okay. We all are love. And so let's just do this and then let that love percolate on itself. So yeah, get rid of the intentions, get rid of what you want to see have happen. You don't have to focus on, you know, any thought except just do the points. So the only intention is you do have to be willing to do the touch. So.
Okay. And kids, any age kids, it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, 6-year-olds love doing it. You know, there's nothing finer than saying to our children, especially the younger ones, but the teenagers love it too. Mom or dad, I need help. I need you to help me. I mean, what a different dialogue for our children, because we're always helping them. They're always the, you know, we're the caregiver, but to turn to them and say, I need you to do something for me. And it just takes them touching lightly. Oh my God, you watch their face. They get real serious and they go out there and they lightly touch and they love it. And you know, even the teenagers love it. I mean, I worked with some teenagers whose parents were really sick. And for the first time with BioTouch, they felt they were participating in their parents' healing instead of just sitting out there worrying. It's an awesome thing for the children.
That's great. Thank you. Thanks for coming today.
Yeah. Thanks for the questions.
Katie, you have a question?
I do. I wonder if you could give me some guidance. I live with my daughter and son-in-law, and they are very anti-energy, anti-woo-woo, anti-everything. And it's a very uncomfortable situation. And I'm wondering if you can give me some advice on how I might approach them that would be as unoffensive, you know, to these, when everything offends them. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's why our presentation is not energy. We don't call this an energy modality. We don't call it a spiritual modality. We just touch. That's it. That's why we say justtouch.com. And it's very physical. We address the body. And so a lot of times what we find with whether it's kids or usually a husband of a wife, and we just say, you know, look, I need to practice. And we just say, let me do this. And we don't tell them anything. We don't say, oh, what did you feel? Or close your eyes or breathe in. You just do it. And so it becomes easy for people. I'll tell you, this technique coming from Mancos, Colorado, you can't get any more anti-woo-woo, you know, don't get near me with any kind of, you know, energy work stuff.
That was exactly what she did to me the first time I told her I was doing energy work. Get away from me.
Yeah, you know, you got to get rid of those, because those
touch her at all. So I don't even know how to say, what can, you know, can I touch you?
That's it. Can I touch you? You know, let me try this thing. And, you know, energy, we don't even know what that is. You know, we use it as a term of convenience, and it's used by a particular group of people. But if you want to reach the masses of people, you got to really bring it down home. And that's why we address the body. We touch on the skin. There's no lifting it up. There's no closing of the eyes. So I think that kind of a presentation, and if they have any questions, they can go to the website. There's plenty of things on there about it. But the key is, you know, just to have them do it or you do it on them. I mean, I worked in a federal prison with ex-felons, and they loved it, you know, because every one of us wants to be loved and touched. It's innate in our being. It's our child nature. And this addresses that without any other thought system. So, you know, if you want more of that, we can talk individually, you know, contact us through the website. I'd be happy to talk to you personally.
Okay, thank you so much. Blessings.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks, Katie. I also wanted to add in there, Paul, that certification for a license or continuing education for massage therapists and nurses. So BioTouch, anyone who's a nurse or a massage therapist can get continuing education for it. So it is out there, and there's practitioners all over the world. I mean, it's a large organization that Paul and we've all grown. So it's exciting to see it as it spreads the message of love here with touch. It's great. So one more question, and then we'll go to some more music. Anyone else? No. All right. Well, thanks again, Paul. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Howard, for having me. Thank you, everybody. It was awesome.
Cool. Yeah, his information is on the chat at justtouch.com. It's on the website. And we're going to bring out Cerise again and sing a couple more songs for us here, Cerise, and get some vibes rised. So come on out.
Hi again. Oh, thank you so much, Paul, for all that information. I have a son with autism, so I can't wait to like go out and touch all my kids. So the next song I'm going to sing is another one that I wrote last year. It was for an event I was doing, for work that I was doing with Michelle Whittington, who's on this call. So this is called Always Home. There is no place where love is not, no place where I am ever alone. There is no place where light cannot reach to heal, for I am always home. There is no place where joy is not, no place where I am ever alone. There is no happiness being kept from me, for I am For I am here where love begins. I am one with all that is, and I release all of the blocks I've built that kept me trapped and hold me back. There is no place my good is not, no place where I am ever alone. There is no wall to hold my blessings back, for I am always home. For I am here where love begins. I am one with all that is, and I release all of the blocks I built that kept me trapped and hold me back. There is no place where truth is not, no place where I am ever alone. There is no place I stop and the one begins, for I am always home. For I am always home, yeah. For I am always home. And then I'll do one more. And this one I thought would be perfect for Raise Your Vibration, because it is called Rising Up. And it is about us rising up as a community. Personally first, it always begins at home, right? And then rising up as a community to change the world. So this is Rising Up. The fear kept me down for too long, afraid to take a step, scared of being wrong. Oh, but every leap of faith led me right where I belong. So I'm ready, so ready. With my wings spread, I'm opening up. I am here for a grand adventure, ready to show up. So I am rising, rising up. Stepping into the cave I fear most. darkness all around, braving the unknown. And where I'll go next, only Spirit knows. But I'm ready, so ready, and I'm rising, rising up. With my wings spread, I'm opening up. I am here for a grand adventure, ready to show up. So I am rising, rising up. And like a web of love, I spread my light. As I own my life, the fire ignites the world. Whoa, and together we're rising up. With our wings spread, we're opening up. We are here for a grand adventure, ready to show up. So we are rising, rising up. Yes, together we're rising up. Oh, we are rising, rising up.
Cerise, that gave me goosebumps. Just amazing, amazing voice. You're such an angel. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking your time for being here, and hopefully you'll come back another day and sing for us again.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, all her information again is on the chat, and we'll have it on the website too. And again, everyone's giving their time here. This is all volunteer for all our presenters, so please support them. Please, please. And thank you. So next we have a little meditation with Yuko Halada. And Yuko is, she does breath work for neurological, balancing out the neurological. And actually, I'll let her explain a little bit more about what she does here. So we're gonna do a little breath work with her. Yuko, you wanna
sure.
come out here?
Hi, everyone. And I decided to do something to help world, right? And then, so I'm very grateful for this opportunity. So this breath work I share with you actually bring us to the gamma brainwave state, which is like higher consciousness state. So you cannot get upset or worry, okay? And also that my commitment is like serving you guys by, okay, go back. So this coronavirus thing, I feel like really like guiding us to face what we've been kind of avoiding, so to speak, right? To get to the next level in our life, right? How to live life, you know, what's most important, precious. So anyway, in order to change that kind of deep programming, subconscious level, we need some kind of work. So that's also what I want to offer. But today, 10 minutes, 15, we cannot do that. So that's why I'm offering that gift session for you, okay, 30 minutes. And there's the information. And so this first comes, first serve. But if you don't hear from me 2 days, call me or email me again, because signal is like weird this internet. Okay? All right. And then, excuse me. And first breath I would like to share with you. It's a gamma breath. Let me do the where's the? Let me see. Share screen. Okay. Okay. Can you see it? Can you see? Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. So we won't worry about the touching that finger thing. Okay. We just do the breath part because we don't have time today. So you just look at the breath chart, nose out first, and then mouth, nose, 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 mouth, mouth. You can see it, right? So all the breaths, 3 seconds. And then actually, in order to create the gamma state, we have to follow, the way it's supposed to be, okay? So if you start to feel thirsty, don't drink the water, okay, until you finish, all right? And focus, all right? And make sure each breath, complete breath. So when you breathe in, complete. You cannot breathe in anymore, that kind of thing. Breathe out, same thing, all right? And then, so that the first one, nose out complete. And of course, we use that, the abdominal, not the shallow, chest breath, all right? So let's get started first, all right? So breathe out through the nose all the way. Complete out, mouth in 3 seconds. All the way in, nose out 3. All the way, nose in 3. Nose out 3. All the way up, nose in. Mouth out 3. Mouth in 3. Mouth out 3. Mouth in. Nose out. Nose in. Nose out. Nose in. Mouth out. Mouth in. Mouth out. All the way up. Mouth in. Nose out. All the way out and hold. And mouth in. And relax. Right now, your brain is working very hard to process, okay? So the subconscious blockage is getting to go through some releasing process, okay? So while our brains are working out, just let me explain a little bit about this breath sequence. It's created by Corey Herter, and this is based on the brainwave science, okay? And also, this the breath program is called Activate My Core. So when we go through that, life, we go through trauma, right? We go, small. Then actually our neural connection gets disconnected because there's too much, energy we have to go through, right? So then we lose that sense and the ability to be able to deal with the life in certain areas in the life. Okay, so this breath program is designed to heal, reconnect the neural connection. Okay, so the finger connections is actually part of the program. So if you come to my private session, I go through thoroughly with you. Okay, all right. So let's go to the next breath here. Let's see. Okay, so oh, not this one. Sorry about that. Position is like changing. Okay, how about this? This should work. Okay, good. All right. So this one, as you can see, speed change. Okay. So fast is like 1 second, and medium is 3, and slow is 5 seconds. Okay. So 5 seconds, you have to breathe in all the way or breathe out all the way within 5 seconds. Okay. So 1 second is like a like that. All right. Okay. So I guide you through. All right. And then this breath is this one is designed for our relationship with the world. Whatever the stuff going on inside of us, maybe reaction or emotional, maybe upset or fear, anxiety, whatever, right? So I'm gonna have you close eyes for a moment, please. Okay, and then just to kind of sit with you how your brain is guiding you. Certain memory maybe, that how you are reacting to this coronavirus thing, or about the world system, governmental or health system, education, whatever. Maybe you've been having thought, feelings, reaction in adult life or childhood, whatever comes up to you, you know, just be with it, close your eyes and go to those memories, okay? Don't think, don't control. Whatever comes up, there's nothing right or wrong, okay? It's just showing some subconscious blocks showing in your memory. Okay, just kind of remember how it is right now. And then after we do the breath, we check a little bit, okay? All right, so please open your eyes. Good. Okay, so we're gonna do the breath, all right? Everybody open eyes, okay, good. All right, so first, breathe out through the nose all the way, nose out. Okay, mouth in 1 second. Nose out 1. All the way up. Mouth in 3. All the way in. Nose out 3. Out. Mouth in 5. All the way in. Nose out 5. All the way up. Mouth in 3. Nose out 3. All the way out. Mouth in 1. Nose out 1. Mouth in 3. Nose out 3. Mouth in 5. Nose out 5. Mouth in 3. Nose out 3. Mouth in 1. Nose out 1. Hold. And mouth in. And relax. And if you notice that any part of the body right now is reacting or tingling or whatever, that will be a signal probably that those areas in the body are holding some charges around this issue, your relationship with the world, okay? So we can work on the body directly with using high dimensional science-based technology, which I can do for you if you're in the gift session, okay? All right. Okay, do you feel like kind of, you can't think, you can't worry about right now, right? I hope that's the situation right now. It's gamma, okay? All right. Okay, so we're gonna do one more breath and I let you check your memory system, okay? Oh, that's the wrong one, sorry. Let's just switch around. That's not it, sorry. So I'm sorry, guys. This must be. That's not right, sorry. Oh, that's weird. Okay, all right, so let's do okay, some of vision is a little bit off, but I guide you, okay? So this one, we're gonna do nose in instead of nose out, okay? So it's got reverse breath, all right? But other than that, it's all same, all right? So don't worry, you can do it, all right? Instead of mouth in, nose out, we're gonna do mouth out, nose in, all the way, Okay. All right. So breathe in through nose all the way, please. Nose in. Mouth out 1. Nose in 1. Mouth out 3. All the way out. Nose in 3. Mouth out 5. Nose in 5. Mouth out 3. Nose in 3. Mouth out 1. Nose in 1. Mouth out 3. Nose in 3. Mouth out 5. Nose in 5. Mouth out 3. Nose in 3. Mouth out 1. Nose in 1. Hold. And mouth out. Relax your body and let your brain process the subconscious charges. Woo. Whoa. How you guys doing? Okay, I have to check with your memory. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, so please close your eyes for a moment, everyone. And then check the memory you had before, okay? How you were reacting or whatever thought you might have had toward the world, system, whatever. And is it changing? If it's kind of like fading away, it's harder to go back, that's a sign. Some of your subconscious box shifted, okay, cleared. And it's changed some different kind of memory or view or feeling or thought. That means that you are like going deeper level, okay? Yeah, so, okay, so that's kind of fun to check those things, you know? We did only, you know, a couple of breaths, so the more, you know, more to do, of course. But anyway, so.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yuko.
I hope you guys enjoyed the process, yeah? How was it?
That was great. Definitely feel more tingly and light. So awesome. That's so sweet of you to offer 30 free minutes. Mm-hmm. That's for all the participants here, whoever, and you can find Yuko's information again on the chat or on the website, and give her a call, email her, whatever. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Yuko. That was phenomenal.
And then in the information website, there's no phone number, but it's easy. 602, right? AZ1, YUK or Yuko. That's my telephone number.
And that's also in the chat.
You can put it in the chat too.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
So,
everybody's information's in the chat right now, which is fantastic, and it's also on the website, right, Howard? So you can check that out.
It will be actually. All the information of the recording from this week and all the presenters for this week will be on the website within the next 3 days or so. So check it out then.
Great.
Cool.
Yeah, and if you enjoyed today, thank you all for showing up. And if you enjoyed today, invite more people. Just to raise your vibration. And it's kind of a nice thing to get up on Friday and just know that this is coming, and I get to have these interesting conversations and music, and it's just really uplifting for the rest of my weekend and for my week. So invite more people to come along if you enjoyed yourself. And thank you so much for being here today.
Exactly. Thanks, Gwen. And also, if you know anyone who wants to be a presenter or a musician, please send them our way. They can go to the website again, raiseyourvibrationevent.com. The email address is on there. They can email us or call us, and we'll have them as a presenter here. So thank you. Next week we have Suzanne Serlin, who's actually online with us today. Say hi, Suzanne. She's going to be, she's a hypnotherapist, NLP practitioner. She's been doing it for years. How long now, Suzanne? 40 years or so? You've been great. So we look forward to having her. Yeah. And we have special musical guests, as well as, I think, meditation with Gwendolyn again. So that'll be fun. So thank you, Gwen. It's always good to have you here. Thanks for being the hostess with the mostest. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Cerise. Thank you, Yuko. Have a great week, everyone. Raise your vibration. Keep it high.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Thank
Bye.
you, everyone. Yuko, Paul, Cerise, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Raise your vibration. Show the world what you